Good morning, and welcome to a matchup in this SGLIVE 2023 Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament between JamEvil and randothacommando. Both runners had a little bit of bad luck in their first game and are hoping to make amends with a good performance in their second game as they try to make it into the round of 16. I'm FuriousK alongside CD. CD, this may not be elimination game, but it's almost a must-win game, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of math in the background, especially if we end up with some sort of tiebreaker. But I highly vote that we leave that for everybody else because it's way too early on a Sunday morning. But yeah, joining me, sorry, how you doing today, Fury? Joining us in the background is Smilefires doing our tracking for us. I'm just lucky enough I got locked out of work so I could come home and do comms. This is great.
Yep, we'll see if they get locked out of dungeons here in a moment, but they're going to start north of 1, so it's you either get to wrap left or you can go right or south. I mean, it's kind of up to you. Open caves east, open caves to your south, and a few to the west, but more importantly, in Armos.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Armos, and then being able to check, like, the grave area, that's usually pretty good. Or you can just kind of go, like, the straight Armos route and scroll down into Death Armos. Sadly, our item is not up here. Jam's dancing around. There we go. We're going to find level 3 underneath the Armos.
Yep. A little bit of early sync, which isn't too surprising, and this will be a staircase and a segmented level 3.
Fun! Oh, that is a beautiful shape. It kind of looks like a puzzle piece.
Alright, so dark nuts are on the overworld. That's potentially a good thing, or potentially a bad thing, because we need to know exactly how the enemies shuffle in the dungeons to kind of realize how good or bad it could be.
Yeah, I would want to know, I would almost want the dark nuts in the dungeons if I can get a hold of a wand. Throw those whiz robes on the overworld, because then you don't have to deal with, well, rooms like this. Hey, we're going to find Zelda's room here in level 8. Or not, where are we? Yep, level 8's on Jam's side, level 9 for randothacommando.
Alright, so we know where a bunch of the dungeons are already in the first, 2 minutes of the seed. You just go left and there's a bunch.
Yeah, go left and find all the things. Though I missed actually which location level 9 was in.
Given the way that was walked here, I would assume that maybe it's the grave spot, but we'll see momentarily.
Yeah, well, Jam, yes, exactly. That's the nice part. Jam's going to continue going around through this path, head down through the not Lost Hills, the Deadwoods, and we'll get a look. Nope, that's not 9.
Then it was, the only other option probably was a screen wrap into Death Armos to check that.
Mm-hmm. Death Armos seems like a very fitting place to put level 9, let me tell you. Alright, Jam's gonna go up. He's gonna check the open cave next to Vanilla First Quest 9. It's worth noting that you're only gonna get a wood sword, and the nice thing about these flags is it's generally gonna be in an open cave, unless is wood sword blocks on.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
Yay, level 2 for Rando. Wow, that is purple. That is so purple. And immediately ladder blocked.
Well, one can only hope the ladder's in a high number dungeon at this point, because that makes it really fun.
Alright, looks like we got a little bit more of a path to go, though. That part's good. And answer a question in chat. It can't be behind bombs or a bush unless... So the only reason it could be underneath a burn bush is if the red candle ends up being your Armos, or if the ladder ends up being the Armos item and then extends to the coast item can be blocking the wood sword. Bombs will never be blocking the wood sword.
Yeah, so the logic there for those wondering is there's not a guarantee that you will have enough money by visiting all the open caves because of muggers or by your own spending. So you may not get the bomb pack to be able to be purchasable by the time you find it. So locking a sword behind bombs can be a little bit rough, as candles are something that you can skip if you take a heart.
This is a great level 2. I love this. There is not... Oh, Jam doesn't have a sword, but we don't have a weapon anyway. So there's a Goma blocking the way into... We don't have any bombs, so we can't get into some of these other rooms. And we've got a ladder block just directly to the right. So we are probably going to need some form of ladder to be able to do anything in level 2.
Yep, blue candle is fairly cheap. Here's level 6, so let's just keep finding every dungeon that we can find.
Well, I mean, at least that way we know which ones we may or may not have to dig, looking for Raft Recorder Power Bracelet to find the last one. Hey, blue candle purchase from Jam.
Got me. Looks pretty thrilled to have exactly what he needed to be able to get that, so we'll be able to do a little bit of damage to some enemies. Probably going to try and find a blue octo on the overworld.
Yeah.
This Lionel's in level 6.
Yay! Level 6, living up to the reputation for being the best place that you ever want to be in a Shapes Dungeon Quest. Oh, no lucky bomb drop for Jam. But he's also going to find level 6. I don't think we're going to see him stick around, but hey, look, there's a wood sword hiding up here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to turn around into either one of the two close-by dungeons. Level 6 seems to be a little bit mean, and level 2 doesn't seem like we can do a whole lot there. We can get maybe a little lucky with one room, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... Oh, Jam trying for the push block Canana key. Now, if you're really lucky, you can actually get through there, but I think it usually takes a candle boost, doesn't it, to get close enough?
Yeah, on the north or south door, I'm not sure that that's plausible, but good effort.
Hey, we can clear some of these gels with that candle that Jam's found.
Yeah, we're also gonna.
I don't think we're gonna see that.
We're also potentially going to find our Armos item here momentarily, barring some boomerang deaths. That's also of note. Garria and Dark Knight on the overworld, so Moblin and Lionel went down.
Oh, alright. Jam's gonna get his pokey stick, and now it's worth noting in this flex set, that is, again, the only sword you are going to get, so make sure you don't brain fart and pick up that candle, or you have just soft-locked your game.
Yep, meanwhile, Rando the Commando gets another 6 rupees, and is going to head back to buy that candle.
Yay! Now we both have fire. Jam gets a lucky bomb drop. Or it might have been a global, and I just wasn't counting, and is gonna find more bait and another candle. Alright, well, Rando's gonna go back into level 2 with the sword. I'm a little perplexed by this. I don't think that there was much in the top half of level 2 that we could actually kill easily. We had the Goma. I mean, we do have bombs, so there's a couple of rooms we can check now. And yeah. Jam, in a surprising move, has decided, you know what? I'm going back into level 6 with this wooden sword, and then I'm gonna die to a Lionel beam.
Yeah, I mean, just looking for a little bit of a hopeful free item. If level 2 happened to have that one bomb wall guarding a ladder, then it's like big brain play. And it's on the way from the candle that I just purchased. I do kind of agree, though. We have some Armo screens nearby, and maybe we'd have a ladder there or something to make it easier. So,
or a red ring, or a wand, or, you know, just about anything at this point in the game is going to be really, really useful for our runners. Except for, you know, maybe a banana.
I honestly think there's almost nothing that's worthless at this point, because you can stun things with that boomerang, so it is helpful. The red candle's still helpful because it's repeatable ranged combat against a handful of things now in the dungeon. Darkness not being
very
there.
True. I'm all for the red candle. I just, you know, early banana is a little bit sad on occasion.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the worst item you can get, actually, I guess in theory, is silvers, because you can't use them right away, but that's still very nice to have. So.
Oh, poor Jam. He's gonna force the bomb on the Moldorm, and then unfortunately the room dropped bombs. So it's like, gee, thanks, but now, you know, you only got one bomb, where before you could have had like a whole ton of them. Oh, now we can clear these guys.
Yep, so, Random back on the overworld, noting that level 2 did not have a big item in it in the north.
Well, we got another Chevy room down in level 6, and yeah, we couldn't kill the Goma, so there's still a chance that something could be under that Goma, but otherwise, he checked pretty much every room he could get into. There was one he couldn't bomb into from the north, so I'm more than willing to bet that that's the old man in level 2.
I was about to skip this bomb spot, but has decided dancing with the P-hats and checking real quick is probably the best play to make. 1 rupee away from gambling, which is very relevant second quest overworld, as you have a little bit less money to play with.
Hey, look at that Armos item. We've got a bow just kind of hanging out on the overworld.
All right, now we need a rupee. Go farm the gambling game and go buy wood arrows. And go back to 2 again.
Go back to 2, take out the Goma, and hope he's hiding a wand or red ring or a ladder would be amazing, so you could finish level 2. Though, it's worth noting, too, we do have important items in 9 on, don't we?
Not so much on that one, I don't think.
Oh, okay. It's off. Darn. I've been playing a couple of different flag sets, so my brain is a little tired. That and full of board game factoids and things. But alright, Rando's gonna find level 7. It's a lovely green color. So far, we haven't really found anything we could do. We're gonna get a... It's an alligator! It's an alligator! Looking to the right!
1, 4, and 5 left, and we're already done pretty much outside of white sword item.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. Oh, I like this play from Jam. He's going to clip into the staircase so that he can be safe while killing these red landmos. Rando's going to find a raft in level 7.
Yeah, I mean, might want to check a couple more rooms, but I'd be piecing out of here pretty quickly and coming back with a little bit more health and not burning a key at least.
Yeah, I would hold on to one of those keys as long as you can. Though, so far the enemy set isn't horrible. If you get lucky, maybe one of these easy gel rooms is holding onto the Triforce, and you can just not have to come back at all. Nope, Rando's gonna go ahead, choose to burn the key. Well, we can pretty much ignore that room. As I think if that room has a drop, it's usually going to be a standing drop in that top corner. We're going to get the map here of level 6 on Jam's side. Alright, so we got an alligator on one side, and we got some form of, like, Little Shop of Horrors plant for level 6.
And we done in 7. So
Yeah, we're going to need a recorder.
Yeah, recorder or ladder, and ladder technically is just to break logic, so you need the recorder by logic purposes.
Well, that's good information for you. It's going to tell you that recorder should hopefully be somewhere you can get to it pretty early in the game. Nice HUD clip from Jam to make it up into this, what is the Vanilla Potions Letter Cave. Meanwhile, Rando's going back to checking all the things down in this bottom corner. We might get a look at what our coast item is shortly. Jam's going back and bombing all the things that we saw. Poor Rando. Yeah, some of these overworld screens, depending upon what enemies happen to roll into there and how much health you have when you can get there, is a little brutal. Nice bomb pickup for Jam.
I think my favorite is still the Eastern Death Mountain ladder screen when it has 6 blue Lionels sitting up there.
Oh, that's just mean. That is like nightmare fuel. We're gonna find some any roads.
I guess that's one flute spot down. Unfortunately, not going to eliminate them all like you could in First Quest Overworld.
Yeah, Jam's going to go ahead and pick up his bow from underneath the Armos. He's going to find level 7 underneath the burn bush. He's probably about to get the exact same information that Rando did. There's only a handful of rooms that you can clear in here, but you can actually make it through. And, hey, we got a heart pickup on Rando's side. So as far as levels remaining, we're still looking for 1, 4, and 5, and oh, hello, this is some form of staircase. Oh yeah, this is the raft. Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's okay, it's morning. I'm still waking up too.
Yeah, I see, you know, it's always fun staying up late and then getting to work and not being able to get in.
Speaking of not being able to get in, Jam's going to figure that out here in another couple of rooms.
Yeah, he's going to find that ladder room. He's going to try bombing. We sadly can't go that way. He's going to go up. He may, actually, I don't know if he'd use the key here. Oh,
He's gonna...
All right. I mean, on one hand, this is really good information because he's going to get up here. He's going to see that Dig Dogger is blocking the shutter door, which gives you logical access into level 7. And as you already have the item, you know that the ladder isn't going to be magically on the other side of the recorder, at least. So, I mean, it's not a great situation, but at least, again, useful information.
We're going to go down the south coast now, which has 2 bomb spots in Second Quest Overworld. We're probably hoping to locate a white sword item or level 1.
Yeah, 1 would be really nice because you're going to have a 4 drop and then you're going to have a staircase item. And I don't think either of our runners would say no to hearts if the game starts throwing them in the way.
Yeah, looks like Rando's going to try and route the coast knowledge plus the coast raft spot if possible. It depends on what the enemy set is on the way.
Smile Fires, our tracker, is pointing out that these are some very expensive bomb prices today, as Rando's going to find another heart. He's now up to 5, which means that if we do somewhere out there have a white sword ladder... Hey, Fury! Didn't know you were on comms!
Apparently. Probably not going to get that once we get the ladder, given the ladder seems to be a little bit tricky to get to. It might have some other stuff by then.
Well, I mean, unless it's like a world wrap situation. And you just can't, you can't do away with it. Rando is going to check the forgotten spot and find the jerkface who's trying to steal his money. He's going to retry out of it. Now, I do like the play. I don't know that we've seen an arrow shop, but I would almost, if I find an arrow shop, I would definitely think about doing the money-making game in order to buy the arrows, because with the bubble rooms active and them taking away your sword, we don't really have another source of reusable offense. It'd be nice to be able to just shoot them with arrows. Jam's
Yep. I don't think we've seen one. I don't have one marked yet, but maybe we'll find one soon.
Yeah, I mean, between the 3 of us tracking the race, hopefully we don't lose anything. Hey! Hi, Magical Sword. At least I'm gonna assume that that's Magical Sword.
If I remember correctly, Rando also checked it at 4 hearts, so we won't know, technically speaking, for another heart or 2, but probably.
I mean, like, it's just one of those things you're gonna assume that it's Magical Sword until you can't find a white sword item and you go back with like 10 hearts and you're like, oh, well, alright, it was just a bomb upgrade anyway. Another heart pickup from Jam out of a Take Any.
Yep, so far it's a very slight lead, probably to Rando, just because they've almost mirrored their own progression here, and Rando's got out of it a little bit quicker, mostly because of the 6 dig, but that also could be traded back if Rando has to dig the same room, so pretty even.
I would really kind of like to see one of them take that raft and actually route in, maybe route in vanilla level 4 while we're over here, just to kind of double check.
Yeah, the door repairs are a little bit light, and you're essentially getting a trade-off of 1 medium secret equals 2 door repairs. So it depends on what our large secret is, but as Smalfires just noted, not too terrible of a second quest seed, all things considered, because you could get rolled all the way up to -25 and rolled down to 26 under medium, and it would be rough.
Okay, I'm a little worried that you just told the game it was being kind. And now I'm imagining that the ladder is going to be the white sword item blocked by the recorder, which is blocked by bow and arrow somewhere in 8.
Yeah, I mean, there's a name for the type of seed that gives you nice things in the first 5 minutes and slams the brakes, so...
Well, I was going to say a rope-a-dope, but you know.
I feel like that's a good name for me when I'm dying to the super ropes.
From a left side, yeah, left side room. All right, so Jam, knowing that level 3 is over here, they couldn't do anything in level 3 because they didn't have a sword when we were here the first time. He's going to decide, hey, you know what, this is the smallest level I have found. I'm going to go ahead and go back into level 3 and see if I can find us anything shiny.
Well, let's see if we get really lucky and find whiz robes, as we do find level 5 on the other side.
All right, okay, level 5 we can access. So far, we are still only missing 2 dungeons. Oh, well, we're not doing anything in 3. And we know the ladder's not there.
Yep, the early favorite for having to dig around a little bit might be 6. We're not guaranteed to be blocked out of there yet. As
Poor Jam. I like the face though. That was good. Jam getting a very rude boomerang to a not so nice location. Meanwhile, Rando's gonna wander around here in level 5. We're gonna find another. Oh, he's gonna buy the bomb upgrade. I like this. This is good.
I mean, I might. I don't know when he last saved, but maybe it's like a retry play as well, because those wood arrows are potentially very important given what we've seen out of 2. But on the other hand, maybe we'll find silvers in here as well, and it's a really good play.
Or maybe, you know, ladder or, yeah. Alright, we're gonna kill some snakes in a potential push block room. This being 5, I imagine this is the transport. No! It's a banana. Womp womp.
And you know, as it stands right now, I'd almost consider it.
The banana?
We don't have... Yeah, we don't have ranged combat, really, outside of sword beams for the moment, and a little bit of a candle, but that's only going to last you 1 hit.
See, if I'm Rando, I'd be a little bit upset that he just had to... Well, okay, we get a free Triforce. We've already seen the item, so grab it and run. But yeah, if I'm Rando, I would almost be a little bit fussy about the fact that it took me 2 keys to find out that the item in 5 is a banana. It took 1 key to get to the banana, and then it's going to take a 2nd key in order to get up to that Triforce.
Yeah, so, I mean... Honestly, that's a reasonable time to retry strat, because you can just mark on your map, hey, I need 1 key and a pirouette to get to the Triforce, and the item is worthless.
Yeah.
And the bombs, while nice, are not potentially as necessary until we get really bomb blocked in 9.
Smilefire's making note in chat that apparently Rando found the large secret, and it was 59 rupees. Yay! You still think the game's being kind, Fury?
See, there's the wood arrows.
Oh, arrows!
They are rolled slightly up, but that's just slightly up.
Arrows, and I think that was like a 99 rupee key.
Yeah, the keys are both fairly close together in terms of their rolling. They're just up.
Yeah, this is got some trollage going on. It'll be okay. We're gonna find some more money here on Rando's side. Again, I would really, you found the arrow shop. I know it's on like the middle of absolute nowhere compared to where our start screen is, but I would really think about up A, saving, do the money making game, buy yourself some arrows because it is reusable combat.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions as to where the money's going to have to go from here, because we're sitting at probably about 120 rupees left in the secret shop. So
yeah,
it's you might have to buy both keys and buy arrows.
Yeah, because we don't know. What if that ladder is underneath that Goma in level 2?
And let's not forget as well, I don't think we've got the bait block known to this point, and that could also be something you're forced to buy. So we'll see if the bomb upgrade works out, or if it comes back to haunt Rando.
Hey, we're gonna go dive into level 8 and have some fun with Wizrobes. Yay!
I think it's fair to go in here and try and look around a little bit and
I'm not disagreeing. I'm yaying the fact that we now get to... Wow, game.
Yeah.
Yes, pick that up, but he's gonna have to clear that room again, because that was a shutter door, I think, to the north, wasn't it?
It was to the south, I believe.
Oh, alright. Again, it's a little early.
I think the strategy here is just bail and go look Death Mountain up for hopeful level 1 or 4.
And that white sword item, which I am almost at this point. You know, you find so many things that are blocked by the ladder, and you're going, yeah, it's going to be the white sword item, and it's going to be in the last possible place you look. Rando's about to get the same news that Jam got a little bit ago, that level 3 is in fact ladder blocked once you can get to the other side of the segment. Jam's gonna make some funny faces and find level 9. If he can not die to the Armos. Jam, get in there! Oh, this isn't 9, it's the cave below it, isn't it?
I believe so. The boomerangs even are coming after him again.
Well, I mean, they're like, look, it's a big naked guy. We should hit him with a boomerang.
I mean, what's worse, a boomerang or a bee sting?
Oh, neither. Ow! We're gonna take an unfortunate death on the almost death Armos screen and go back to start.
speaking of boomerangs, Rando's going to have a little bit of fun getting off the screen, I think. Ooh,
Oh.
didn't quite time it right there, Mr. Agria.
Yeah, no, they were a little distracted. It's okay.
It's all right. Their relatives are the next screen over.
They're everywhere up here in Death Mountain. This is great. I mean, I'm just thrilled I'm not the one actually playing this overworld. We're gonna find a money-making game. Now, Jam is actually kind of on the same path that Rando was when he found. So eventually, you're gonna route through, and you're gonna find that wood arrow shop, and somewhere over here is the large secret, I believe, because that's how Rando had the money when he went into level 5 to buy the bomb upgrade. So I'm wondering if maybe Jam will take advantage of the money he's got right now and try to buy those arrows when he eventually gets to the, open cave all the way in the bottom corner. Hey,
Yeah.
we got a level for Rando. We're going to find level 4 up in Death Mountain.
It's going to be a tough call because I think he's going to have enough rupees for the bomb upgrade as he enters this 5 as well. So you have to make the call, and we'll see if he makes the same decision or if he kind of gives up on it.
And I think, unfortunately for Jam, sitting at 0 keys, I don't know that he'll be able to... Was this a key door going to the... Yeah. He's not gonna... He's gonna buy the bomb upgrade. I mean, it's hard to say no. It's really hard to say no to that.
Yeah, so both are going to be in the same boat. I want to say Jam's most recent save was after the level 9 screen where he just got run over by everything.
All right. Oh, no, no. I mean, this will get you the information that it's a boomerang, but man, I would so think about up A retrying. I would. Like, find out this is a boomerang, be like, okay, game. The bomb upgrade, not that great. This is, I would seriously think about getting my key back. Jam's going to pick up the boomerang, though, so never mind. Looks like he's going to keep it. Yeah,
keep it for a few moments at least. May bomb a couple more screens and see if you get around. And then we'll see.
I mean, it is utility. It's good for being able to stun things. You can go ahead and pick up bombs that drop on the other side of the world. Looks like Jam's going to leave.
Yeah, could in theory try and bomb to the right in the bomb upgrade room and see if maybe 5's really weird shape, but we know it won't work because we've seen the map on Rando's side.
Yeah, it was a very interesting map. We've got a potential staircase here, staircase room for Rando. It's not gonna push. We know, okay, good bomb wall. Finding the compass in a dungeon like this before you actually have the map is pretty useful because it's gonna tell you the general direction that you need to go in. Unless, of course, it looks like 7 and it was, parallel strips of nothing.
Yeah, the big bonus right now is this level 4 is positive in key count.
That is nice. That is very, very helpful. And, well, alright. Thanks, game.
Yeah, so I think you got to stick around in this dungeon for a little while. No other reason than to hope for a few more keys. Got to go left because of the compass.
And oh, I was about to say, okay, game's gonna be kind. It's gonna give us another key back. So we're probably coming out of level 4 a little bit key positive. We'll have more keys than when we entered the dungeon. That's pretty helpful. Now, if we could maybe find an item in here, that'd be even better.
Oh, here's a possibility. Jam's gonna find the wood arrows. We'll see if the decision's saving.
Okay, he's gonna maybe money-making game. He's at 47 rupees. So if you've got a money-making game close to start, that's not a terrible play. We're going to find a staircase here in 4, and it is the silver arrows. Darn.
All right, so wood arrow purchase no longer required, so that's big news in its own right.
Jam is screen scrolling in the direction of, let's see, 6 was over here, 2 is over here, but we can't do anything in 2. Rando's gonna make immediate use of those silver arrows to take out the Stalfoses because he's on beep strats.
Yeah, Jam's gonna do the exact same thing Rando did. There's 2 or 3 rooms you can get to at most. 1 through the bomb wall to the south, and a handful to the north here.
We're gonna see the second bomb upgrade. Now, don't get me wrong, if we had money, I would think about that. But we're still looking for, so as far as levels we haven't found yet, level 1 and the white sword item.
Yeah, we've checked one raft spot. The ultimate pain for both runners is if... Oh, never mind. Just never mind.
Hey, there's level 1. Found it. So none of our levels tonight, or today, this morning, it's really early, none of our levels are actually blocked by Power Bracelet, Raft, or Recorder. This feels very strange for a second quest overworld.
Yeah, watch it be white sword, ladder
underneath.
spot.
Yeah. Well, we only have one, I think, coast. Did somebody already check coast raft?
We have one raft spot left. It'd be really funny because that puts both runners into panic mode because the raft is basically free to you in 7, and if you orphan the one that's closest to 7, it just feels really, really sad.
Now, meanwhile, Rando has a current combat advantage because as long as you're in a dungeon with enemies like this that you can kill with those silver arrows, he is just going to make use of them. Clear rooms a heck of a lot faster. We're going to get the map of level 1. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that room for now. I don't blame him.
All right, Jam's gonna get the exact same information that Rando did. That there is nothing useful in the top half of level 2 that we can actually get to. Looks like maybe we're gonna check all of the. I don't think we've actually seen anybody up here before, so we're gonna get to see Vanilla White Sword Cave, the waterfall, and then maybe Jam wraps around into Death Mountain. Oh, game! Game, you are amazing and wonderful, as long as there's not a ladder in level 1 and it is the white sword item, because that would just be very fitting.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's just old news at this point that the ladder's hard required, so it's just more of an annoyance.
Okay,
mild inconvenience.
Be something silly and not a ladder. Oh, well, this is beautiful. Level 1, you are great and amazing, and you just gave me my favorite item in the entire game. As Rando's going to pick up that red ring, he now has an offensive and defensive advantage because each of his hearts is now worth 4 health points instead of just, a little bit less.
Jam getting a little bit of payback is starting to get to that Death Mountain search. Not a whole lot left, and using the boomerang to get through a lot of the screens where he was getting...
mugged before.
Repeatedly, yeah.
Well, this is good for Jam. He's only a couple of screens off from finding level 4 and those silver arrows, which will even up the offensive advantage. Rando, meanwhile, continuing to clear through this level 1. You're looking for the floor drop. We wouldn't say no to the heart if we can get it easily. I mean, you're not gonna dig for it, but thanks, game. We already know where that is. Oh man, and now we already have arrows for the bunny room, which is only going to give us the key back that we used to get in the door in the first place.
Not too many rooms left to check here. One you're going to have to go and use the key on is the south door here.
Yeah, unfortunately with where this is, there's no... Oh. Does this drop in one? I don't think it does.
No.
I mean, bomb refill is okay. That fairy is alright, but we don't have a way to pick it up easily. Ah, there we go. Good job, Rando.
Gonna clear just to confirm, but yeah.
I think the only one is that 4 is the only level that can have a drop.
Yep.
I mean, I don't remember all of them, but every so often, some of them get stuck in my brain. Now, the red ring is going to make this room a lot nicer because you can just be like, oh, spike traps, really? It's like a mosquito. And it's going to make the left side landmos, even though they're the happy landmos, a lot easier to deal with. And there's the ladder in level 1.
Alright, so this is going to really cause the pace of this to pick up quite a bit.
Oh yeah, but see, here's the good news too. Jam is still in Death Mountain. He's still bombing Death Mountain. We know that level 1 is up here, and it's really close to where Jam is now.
Yeah, I think Rando just realized his mistake.
Yeah, go back and get the Triforce. It's okay.
But yeah, both runners are going to have this pretty much in the next 5 minutes. I don't think Jam's going to miss level 1. Even at death, I think you go right back to Death Mountain, keep looking.
Yeah, pretty much. It's one of those, hey, we know that it's not anywhere else. We got to get that ladder, and yeah. Now the only thing I think that we could hope for as Rando picks up the Triforce out of level 1 is what about we need a recorder to kill Spiky in 9? Because I mean that would be kind of amusing.
Yep. So really, the only difference right now is level 6 information for Jam for about 15 rooms.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We need the recorder for 6 unless we can break logic completely, as Jam is going to get his silver arrows and be pretty happy about this.
Yeah, 7's logic is blocked by the recorder, and I think the real question here is how close was Jam in 6 to finding the Triforce of the item, or potentially both.
Yeah, that's very good at him. And the funny part is like, unless it's the recorder, at this point, we're not really going to be looking for a lot of items. Like, we've got bow, we've got silvers, we've got the ladder that we know we need for several levels, so... I mean, we might see bare bones equipment heading into level 9, if they can get in there with it.
Answer the question in chat, is this as lopsided as the Triforce count indicates? No. The Triforce in level 4 is not too difficult to get to. Jam kind of got unlucky, so he's going to lose a little bit of time there. Level 8's Triforce, I believe, was Wizro block, but only like 1 room in, maybe 2.
Yes, it was right near the entrance. It's like the second room you can get into.
And level 5's Triforce was essentially key blocked by 1 key, so once Jam goes back there with a single key, it's free.
Meanwhile, Rando is digging through the high left side landmos, the mean version.
Yeah, well, we gave the runners the red ring in a very convenient location, so those are no longer quite the threat they once were.
Very true. And the nice part about this 3 is it's giving some of the keys back to Rando that he's had to use to actually kind of dig the rest of this level. We're going to get some more bombs. Alright, there's the Triforce for Jam. He's already got his silver arrows. He's got bombs. He's not dead. He should be finding level 1 here momentarily.
Yeah, so again, I've basically answering the question in another way. I think this is about a 4 to 5 minute lead, and that's about the extent of what Rando has at the moment. Because again, it's just a little bit of having to backtrack to a dungeon, and again, if 6 requires a lot of the digging that Jam did, a lot of that advantage is gone.
Yeah, because he's already been in there. He's already seen. Wait, bomb this one first, Jam. There you go.
Oh, fun little room here in 3.
Fun in quotation. No. Oh, Jam's doing a bomb count. That's what he's doing. All right. I was wondering. I'm like, why are we going back down here? Looks like Jam is going for the bomb force.
Yeah, we're about out of bombs, especially considering how many spots are left. There's 4 of them in second quest.
I don't know if this is a force or a global, but he is definitely farming for bombs.
I feel like it's maybe an attempt at a force here.
Oh, there we go. 5 bombs heading into level 1, though he doesn't know it yet. This is a great level. All right, Rando has got the Triforce out of level 3.
Yeah, and this is potentially going to be the end of the required digs if you remove logic. So well, Jam may just kind of go mode.
As long as you can bomb through that wall in 7, like, what if you get over there and you can't actually bomb? Because then you still just need the recorder in order to get anywhere in 7. Yeah. Or was that 6?
7, I think, had, like, the 6 room in it. And if you ladder clip across that, there is a door over there. Now, if you can't get around, even with that, then it means that it's A, segmented to that little bit of the dungeon, and B, it's extremely unfortunate if you're go loading.
Yeah, that would be a little bit of a slowdown there. All right, Rando is going to be the first of runners to actually be able to go anywhere in level 2. I mean, this is pretty cool. We can now see the bottom half of the dungeon. Meanwhile, Jam is working his way here through level 1. Enemy set wasn't terrible. Hey, look, we found a heart! I feel like we haven't seen many of these all game.
Yep. Chester took them all and ran.
There weren't enough in his seed the other day, so he had to take the rest of them. Oh no, Jam's gonna take a death to the Lionels. I'm trying to remember, was that the ladder room?
It's one to the south.
Okay.
It's the red landmos. There's a wand in that.
Yay! Alright, that's not a terrible item for level 2. It's gonna save Rando a little bit of money on his arrow usage, but I'd almost still use the silvers on a lot of things.
The combat advantage of that wand is multiplied in this flag set for sure.
Well, yeah, because for the most part, Jam doing a really good job of getting through this the trap room here in level. Whoa.
Ta-da.
Okay. Well, we're gonna come back when we find the red ring, because there's no way Jam's not finishing digging this level 1. That's just not gonna happen. Rando's gonna get his Triforce out of level 2.
Yeah, let's see if Jam goes back to it anyways. Just hoping to. Nope. He's
He's
smiled
gonna,
at the trap.
He's gonna go the other way. We're good. Now, here's the good part for Jam. He's going to get the information that his Triforce is 1 room up and ladder blocked, or a couple rooms up and ladder blocked, but there is a red ring up here somewhere. So
Yep.
that'll definitely help when he goes back to clear the Landmo room to get the ladder. As Rando's going to go back into level 6.
I believe this Lionel room is the map.
Get the clock! Get the clock! No! No! The arrow didn't make it into the clock in time to save Jam from taking that last little bit of damage, and it was really close.
Yeah, in the meantime, Rando, both because we're finding a handful of items and because we have everything presumably we need if we can find a way around that Dig Dogger out of logic. So he's
he's
basically going.
Yeah, he's like, all right, game, let's go finish this thing. So, here we go. Lionel room. Yeah, take 3. Alright, good half tile here from the naked man. There's gonna be the map, which will show him what direction he needs to go in. Don't go back in the Landmo room immediately, Jam. There's a nice shiny red ring just waiting for you on the other side.
Yeah, if you'd used the key there, it actually makes that Landmo room trivial, but you're really feeling awful about using the key.
Yeah, because you have so few and it's second quest money. So it's completely understandable. He's gonna get the information that his Triforce is ladder blocked, but don't worry, Jam. It's here. You just don't know it yet.
So it's really come down to 2 things here. Flute required or not required, and then is the lead that Rando builds into 9, presumably,
It's gonna be enough, yeah. Like, how disgusting is our 9 going to be? Now, the wand here for Rando in this bubble room is coming in so handy because you're not, with the bubbles, they take away your sword. These ones only take it away momentarily as Jam picks up his red ring and is like, all right, Landmos, I'm coming for you. But it kind of makes the rooms like that a bit more trivial because at least you still have some form of a weapon you can beat them up with. 6, we're going to find a transport staircase.
Yeah, the big question for me is 9 a Wizrobe set because that kind of removes the impact that the wand has. I think we've only
one. I think we've only seen 1.
I think level 8 was kind of it. Ooh, that's a little fun trap room. Got him.
Yeah. Hi, Spiky. How you doing? Spiky's like, yeah, you get to go all the way back to start. I'm sorry. Now, here comes the bunny room for Jam. I think this is just going to give him the key back that he used to get in here, and it's the last room on this side that he needs to clear. So he's going to up A, probably, maybe not.
Yeah, so it shouldn't take too long now for Jam to get that Landmo room. Might have skipped one up here.
And yeah, Smilefire is just pointing out it was 8 that had the Wizrobes in it, because it was the Triforce was in a Wizrobe room.
Yeah, that's the only one that I can recall. Well, no, 4 had one, so we have at least 2, so it may not be a Wizrobe set.
Oh man, don't take away the fun. Okay, meanwhile, Jam is going back to the Landmo room.
Yeah, this is gonna be revenge for Jam.
He's gonna be really, really happy. This nice block clip. That was so clean. He's gonna use the silver arrows to take down these Landmos, get his ladder, and be like, all right, game, you're a jerk. Or just say, okay. And make a face, and then get stuck in the water.
Yeah. So, let's see how fast...
There's the recorder in 6.
Alright, so now definitive lead for Rando the Commando. That's official go mode.
Yeah, this is, I need 2 more Triforces, and then I'm heading to level 9, as Jam gets his Triforce at a level 1.
Rando does have to clear basically every single room in the 6 to find the Triforce, so looks like the 6 dig is not too painful.
Okay.
It was literally the last room.
I like this. Good job, Theory. I mean, don't get me wrong, the enemy set in that level is not horrible. Jam, meanwhile, he's got his ladder. I'm wondering what he's still looking for. Which level has Jam not seen? Alright, anyway, Rando is heading back in the direction of level 7. That is the last Triforce he's going to need in order to get into level 9. And he's, in clearing that level 6 and a couple of these other levels, he's now worked up a pretty decent health lead.
Alright, it just comes down to how fast can we go, Jam. Gotta get caught up here. I mean, it's only going to be like 3 minutes for 3 of these Triforces, but the walk to them is going to cost you a little bit. Yeah,
and not knowing where the recorder is, but knowing that you probably need it for level 7. Like, it took a while for, what was the item here in 3? I don't think we saw it. Oh dear. Alright, so it might take a little bit longer if Jam is still looking for the recorder, or if he just decides to, hey, you know what, I've got a ladder, I can now get around that room, even if it is not in logic.
Yeah, the one big payday item that can be here and help is the any key.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah, the maps of 9 could potentially be a bonus, depending on where that's at. But
yeah.
Neither one of those is going to particularly be helpful if there's an early map in 9, or if Rando continues to climb the key count up.
Yeah, the key... Oh, alright, we're going to take out the Dig Dogger and finally make it through the shutter door.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was Triforce?
That would be amazing. Sad and amazing all at the exact same time, as Jam's like, die, Blue Landmos, die.
No such luck there, but maybe we'll get another Spiky with another Triforce.
I mean, I'm almost hoping that the Triforce is in that topmost right room, all the way underneath the dash. We're gonna get another floor heart for Rando. I mean, we did see the Magical Sword Bomb upgrade, kind of. There is the... yes! Yes! Good job, game!
So transport height, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Well, either that or you can walk all the way up there and the bomb wall doesn't open, and then you definitely
then you have to backtrack to find the transport. Looks like Rando is going to go ahead and clear this room anyway. Again, any key would be really nice. It wouldn't be horrible, but we've already found the item in 7 because it was that raft that did absolutely nothing today.
If you really, really, really want to be mean, make there be an open door north to that room, but have a Moblin or something of that ilk right below it.
Oh, that'd be, yeah. Alright, meanwhile, Jam is about to get his Triforce out of level 3, I do believe. It was in this room with the Patra friend? No, maybe not.
It's been a while, I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, we were busy looking at other stuff. I don't remember what the other stuff was, though this 7 is kind of whittling down the tiny little bit of key advantage that we had. That would probably be the transport staircase, because that would be funny.
Yeah, no such luck on the really evil bait block.
Yeah. Alright, there's our Triforce, and Rando the Commando is now eligible to go into level 9, which is all the way on the other side of the map, but it's not going to take him long to get there. So yeah, if you are Jam right now, you are just really, really hoping for something like that, a Triforce. But unfortunately for Jam, he is still looking for that recorder. Looks like he's going to decide, alright, I'm just going to take the Triforce and hope that I can ladder clip around that room.
Yeah, to answer the question, Chad, I think you just answered, but Rando also got stuck in that Patra room, which is why we thought maybe the Triforce was there, but it turns out that both just had to kill it and go somewhere else to get it.
It was close to it. I mean, we were in the same general area. Looks like Rando he's headed to 9. Here we go.
Well, he's got a nice key and bomb count. We'll see if 9's nice to him or if it's evil, because that's really the only thing that stands in his way.
Alright, Jam is going to head back into level 2. He's got to get the Triforce. He finally got the ladder. So, Fury, what are we looking for here in this level 9?
First things first, probably looking for the roar. because you have to have that to be able to even unlock the shutter door that will decide to stay closed after you clear the room, like maybe this one. Nope. If it opens, then it's not her. But looking for that shutter door.
Well,
hey, there you
hey,
go.
hi, Zelda.
Not too far away.
Why are you hanging out with the red bubbles, Zelda? I mean, if anything's gonna... I guess that's better than finding red bubbles surrounding the entrances into Ganon's room.
Yep. So we're going to have to burn a key south here, or we're going to start bombing, I think. Well, maybe there's a path back.
Jam's gonna do a nice reverse clip to get around the Triforce here in level 2. See that there's absolutely nothing useful in that room. Pick up the Triforce, and it looks like we're leaving. I don't know that he got the wand.
Nope, went south first into that alarm. So we're going to go with less combat. It is a bobblehead set in 9, so it is not the worst for combat. And we do have a lot of arrow money left. 47 rupees is not that poor at all.
Very true. As long as we find like some money droppers along the way just to kind of keep things up. We're going to find a ruby boss in 9, which is not guarding the compass today. Darn.
I believe we are just about to get around Zelda's shutter door.
Yeah, kind of like on the other side of it. All right, here comes level 7 for Jam. Now, it's going to be really important if he can get around this with the ladder clip, and I don't remember if Rando could get around. Nice bomb. Oh, no.
Yep. It's
Jerk
still
face
just...
snake.
Yeah, still just the shutter door, so I think we're going to turn back around and start trying to bomb maybe, or go
Use
down
key
here.
door. Oh. Have we been to the north of that key door?
Yeah, that's the more normal path to Zelda,
I
I
see.
believe.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not actually tracking, so, you know, this is the thing. And it does look like there is a way around the that Dig Dogger block in 7. So this could be really good for Jam and help him catch up into 9. Because, again, the Triforce in 8, 1 room in. The Triforce in 6 was up near the recorder, but it wasn't a very large 6. We're gonna find a bomb wall finally in this level 9.
Yep, so still has quite a good key count. The dongos in this dungeon is actually really helpful.
Yeah, knowing that there's gonna be a bomb drop available, like, and that room will respawn is really, really nice. Plus, you've got all these guys and they drop bombs. Alright, Jam is gonna ladder clip again.
Ooh, that could be a fun time. That's the one thing we don't have. We don't have potion.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit scary in a seed with second quest bubbles. Now, the good news for Jam, so he's gonna get the heart here. The compass is only a couple of rooms away, which is gonna point him in the exact direction, hi cat, that he needs to go in order to get his Triforce.
We got a roar.
Uh-oh. That's a staircase, by the way.
Yeah. Not take that, though. We're going to take the key door, because we want that roar.
Yeah, we definitely do. All right, there is Ganon for Rando the Commando. This is not a terrible room for him to be in. Now, with Red Ring, Wood Sword, and 80 gazillion hearts, this should hopefully not be terrible. We're going to maybe get a stun lock. Maybe. Ganon's being a jerk, but...
Yeah, it's not a complete gimme, but given how many 50-50s Rando just won there, we're already about a third of the way home.
Yeah, we just got it. There we go. Okay. Well, it's not stun lock, but we had a couple in a row.
Yeah, Ganon's going to run out of health first. I think that's the important part.
Well, eventually. Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, for Jam, he's still looking okay. He's gonna find, I think the recorder is in there. He's almost to the Triforce here, and hey guys, Rando's on his way to go rescue his princess.
Yep, so it's gonna be a GG momentarily for Rando the Commando going to 1-1 in this group, and Jam's gonna have to really fight to go quickly in this seed to keep the time differential down.
Yeah, we're leaving the math to everybody else, but yeah, there was just a little bit of unfortunate luck causing for a big time differential. All right, guys, let's get some GGs in chat for Rando the Commando, finishing with an official race time, the GG time of 53 minutes, 58 seconds. I can words. All right, meanwhile, Jam is going to enter level 6. He already got his Triforce out of 7. The Triforce in 8 is really, really easy to get. Like, it's one room in. There's no reason to not clear it when you finally get there. And luckily for Jam, he's actually taking the right... He's not going to end up clearing as much of this 6 as Rando did, because he's taking the correct path. And speaking of Rando, welcome and GG's to Rando the Commando.
Thank you.
So how about the ladder being buried in one in Death Mountain?
Yeah, I was slightly worried about the ladder because I was ladder blocked in a lot of the dungeons. So finding the ladder in one was like exactly what I wanted to find.
Yeah, it's kind of nice that you didn't have to. I honestly was cheering for it to be. I was seriously cheering for it to be a blocked white sword item somewhere.
That was another thing I was thinking, because I never did find the white sword location, and like if it wasn't in one, was I to go back and dig 8?
Yeah.
Or because I left 8 really early. I got the try and just left that. I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna take the chance. I'm playing against top competition. I can't afford to spend 20 minutes digging a dungeon.
Yeah.
I feel like what this really, I almost feel like what this came down to is it was going to be a poverty seed with that small secret. So we saw you buy the bomb upgrade and Jam buy the bomb upgrade and then find the wood arrows. And it was just a question of, would money stymie both of you, or would you find the silvers? And the silvers actually being fairly free, all things considered, in 4, I think really allowed you to speed up and not have to worry about money anymore. And then 4 also gave you the plus key count to get through 1, so it really was the big bonus in this one.
And then it wasn't even a Wizrobe set. We were almost hoping it was going to be a Wizrobe set in 9.
Yeah, not many Wizrobes at all.
Except for the one room in 8 that Jam's going to go clear here in a minute and find. Not this one. Find his Triforce.
Oh man,
it won't take them long.
Yeah, I mean it's wood sword. We got 8 bombs. We're probably going to use a couple of them.
Yeah, I knew when I found the wood sword cave and I was short money, I was like, crap, because it was in the very southwest part of the map, and if I didn't I'm guessing that's the rare item location, because
I mean the blue ring shop.
The wood sword. I mean the wood.
Arrows, yeah.
Arrows,
that's the only. I think that was the only arrow store we saw. But I think we only saw maybe one. Oh, this is gonna be the Triforce here for Jam. He's gonna get a nice bomb drop. He's gonna go ahead, cycle the room, find Zelda's room. I would love to see the map of this 8. Let me tell you. He's gonna get lucky, and it's gonna cycle out the Wizrobes. He's gonna make a face, nice smile about that Triforce being one room in.
Yeah, he's suddenly realizing exactly how the speed really happened in this one late, because this Triforce is just brutally free. So one huge dungeon down.
This was a jet seed for sure.
Because I think when you finished, Jam still had 4 tries to go, and he's already down to just the last one. So
yeah, he's just got to go back to level 5. So he's screen scrolling over into Death Armos to go ahead and just pick up his Triforce.
Yeah, and that's another thing that kind of hurt for about a minute worth of travel. Having 1 less key going in there means 1 less Triforce going out.
Yeah, unfortunately, he used the key to get the boomerang, which is perfectly understandable because at that point, it's an item, it's useful. This routing is actually going to work out pretty well for Jam because 5 is only 2 screens away from 9, but seeing that you needed a single key to walk 1 more room into 5 and get your Triforce is a little jerk move there, game.
I was happy to find the recorder in 6 because that helped me get back to 5 really quickly.
Yeah, the transport, that definitely, there we go. That's the, oh, I'm sorry, there's one, it's like 1 or 2 more rooms.
Yep, it's this one, I think.
Yeah, see, it's right there, yelling, yeah, see, there's the face. I love the faces. The faces are great.
Yeah, I mean, just figuring out exactly where it all went wrong and realizing that just the wrong.
Well,
Well, I mean,
I had a perfect routing in this one. I mean, I won't lie. This is like one of my best seeds I've ever done. So like I had like really good routing in this one.
Yeah, I mean, this was actually from both of you. This been really good combat. There's been, you know, really good routing. It's all made sense. There was, I think, like one early death to a boomerang on the overworld, but other than that, not much.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a case to be made that with just a little bit of a different scenario or room setup, you could be 2-0, and honestly, so could Jam.
Oh yeah, I dropped the ball on my first race with Ganon. I got frustrated, and I think I think that got the best of me on that one.
Yeah, but just say that was a close race too. Jam's first race was a little bit closer than it ended up being in the end, just because of the way it worked out. So
Jam's gonna be like, "Hi, Zelda."
Those red bubbles are scary.
Well, yeah, especially since neither of you had a potion.
I know, and I never did find the last
Take any?
take any cave, and I was like, if I find that last take any, I'm gonna grab a potion, because that was my mistake when I raced Malcor. I didn't grab the potion out of the last take any cave. No, I knew it as soon as I grabbed it too. I grabbed the heart. I was like, that was the last take any, and I don't have enough money from potion, and I'm about to have to fight Ganon with a wood sword. This is not good.
Yeah, and that Ganon, he was not cooperating whatsoever.
Yeah, and I had a green tunic, so that didn't help either.
Yeah, I can't green tunic Ganon unless I have all the hearts in the game and I'm doing chest stroke percentage. I literally just can't. Hey, there's a bomb wall there.
Not to mention, it was a really bad room for Ganon to be in.
Well, yeah, anytime he's in like a water room or anything, it just screws with the spawns. Because I think that was a water room, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
yeah. Yeah, a lot of these. Good Fury.
I was gonna say the key to the Ganons is really just knowing the movement of the 4 tiles that he can move left or right, and then just trying to figure out exactly where he spawn with those water tiles.
Yeah, I'm good at that as long as there's nothing in my way. But those water things, I can't. It's hard fighting there.
Alright, so GM, he was down to like about 7 rupees. He had to take it a little bit easy on those silver arrows, but now he's back up to 22, so he's going to make use of them again. He didn't pick up the wand out of level 2, because he was like, by that point, he's like, Triforce, I'm getting the heck out of here. And Smile Fires, our tracker, is making note, and I did see this, we were just chatting, that the Coast Heart was in level 9.
Yeah, this is the other way to Ganon at this point.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit more roundabout.
Well,
Yep.
I almost screwed up because that room north of the transport, because usually when I'm in go mode, I will skip all staircases unless I have to. But the red bubbles scared me from going in that room, so I backtracked and went to the staircase, which got me one room next to Ganon.
Okay, that's actually really nice of Fury. At one point said the seed was being kind, and I'm just going, oh no, what are we gonna do now?
It was being a little bit kind at times. It just early on was being kind because it gave you a free bow. I mean, it blocked you out of some dungeons, but some of them were bigger dungeons, so it's like, okay, I'll come back later.
Yeah,
It was an easy seed.
We got the Ganon takedown from JamEvil, and he's gonna up an A and go rescue his princess.
The kind of seed you want to play first thing in the morning.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know that my brain would have been awake enough to do this first thing in the morning, but we'll see.
It's better than some, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of those where it's like you need every single item in order to finish the seed can just be...
Yeah, there was no overworld blocks in this one.
I know, I was surprised. That's why we were hoping that the white sword was going to be the ladder, and it was just going to be, like, buried somewhere stupid.
I will say, though, Jam did a really good job of cleaning up after, like, you know, going from 3 Triforces to 8 in little to no time.
But all right, guys, let's get some GGs in chat for JamEvil, finishing with an official race time of 1:03:39 on GG's Jam.
That's a great time.
Yeah,
Jeez, man.
Yes, it really is.
Honestly, it's one of my best times in the tournament as far as like practice seeds go, and I don't think I even had a sub hour. So really good job, Rando. That was awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's one of my best seeds I've ever done. Not in just this flag set, but in all flag sets. So I just had perfect routing, I think, in this one that kind of helped me out.
Oh, totally. Like how do you choose your routing? How do you figure that out?
You know, with this one, I did take a death once that kind of made me reroute a little bit, which probably helped me, I think, because then I started going west and discovering some of the I guess the upper dungeon, like the upper levels. I think with this one, you know, I used the take any's that helped me out a good bit, because the take any was like the one. I mean, not take any, the any roads.
Oh yeah.
Because one of the any roads was like right next to start, so you just, you know, which helped us get to levels 8 and levels 3 was right there, which helped.
Oh yeah, the start location was great. It was just right in the center of the map. You know, that's really where you want to be.
This one just kind of had to, like, this one kind of just fell on my lap, really. I mean, the way the routing went. The last like when I beat 1, I went from 1 to 3. Then I think I up 8 after that, and then scrolled over and did 2 and 6, and I got the recorder out of 6, which once after I went to 6, I went to 7, and then recorded back to 5 and went straight to 9.
Nice.
So
yeah,
that helped me get around a little bit too.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic routing. That's very close to what I did. I didn't find one until later. It must have been like a few minutes after you did. It
was really, really close. Because he had
I
just
was
finished.
slow on keys. All the keys.
Yeah, I was worried about keys. And I think I burned one when I shouldn't have one time. I was like, oh crap, I hope I don't regret that.
Yeah.
Well, we were wondering if you were gonna maybe I think it was 5. The boomerang was on the other side of a key door, and then you needed a key in order to get to the other side to get to the Triforce. And we're just going, we wonder when his last save was, because I mean, if I had a recent save, I seriously would have been like, I'm gonna get the key back, as helpful as the boomerang can occasionally be.
Yeah.
I'm good at doing that with rupees, but like inside dungeons, going, you know, all the way back to start to go back in a dungeon, I don't know. I don't do it too often to reset my keys.
Yeah, but I think a little bit of the time difference, unfortunately, which didn't work out. Now, if the ladder had ended up being in 6, but Jam, when he found 6 the first time, you dug out most of the bottom, or at least what you could at the bottom. So there was a little bit of the time difference there, and unfortunately, you know, everything was to the north in that dungeon, including the recorder. But thankfully, you didn't. Well, logically, you needed the recorder out of 6 to finish 7.
I thought about that. I was like, wait, I have my notes here that I need the recorder, and I was like, wait, the H room. I have the letter. Let's go.
yeah. So thankfully, there was illogically there was a way around that room. So you didn't.
And you never got the wand in 2, I see.
No, I did not.
Yeah. Yeah, that one just fell on my lap too. I didn't really need it because I had silvers and bow and was kind of, you know.
Well, yeah, but it came in handy.
That helped me save some money though.
I went into 2 at the end, so I was just like, I need Triforces. I just need Triforces, and I gotta go. But I think you had already finished at that point, so I was just like, I need to make the time differential lower. Let's go.
Yeah, we're totally leaving the math up to everybody else.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure at this point I would need like perfect for my next few matches, which I don't think is gonna happen. So we'll see. But yeah, it's very exciting. This group is shaping up.
Yeah, it's been really. I haven't been able to catch like the entire races, but I've seen like some of the salient detail points. So it's definitely been exciting. But all right, I'll go ahead and ask if you guys have any final thoughts on the seed or life in general.
Who's going to SGLIVE in person?
I can't do that. I wish I could.
Sadly, they keep scheduling it around, you know, major holidays, which doesn't work when you are in the food and beverage industry.
Where is that at in Pennsylvania? Or
It's in it's outside of DC.
DC?
Herndon,
I knew it.
Virginia.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere in that general area.
Yep.
But yeah,
Well-
it would be fun. It's just sadly it's you know, not really feasible for me.
If anyone in chat's on the fence about it, it's a fantastic time. It's a great venue. There's lots to do. Definitely, even if you're not participating, stop by if you can. It's really really awesome. Support Speed Gaming.
Yep, and you get the bonus of trolling Rick while you're there. Always fun.
Yay!
Quite a
I you know,
bonus.
that would be enjoyable. I mean, if I ever went, I'd be like, sure, Rick, I'll do comms, and then I'd have to find a mask to wear the entire time.
Maybe one
Or-
year.
or-
This
yeah.
year would be a stretch for me though, because I got so
Or-
much going on in my life.
Yeah, or just send a whole bunch of people there with like little cue cards that have spiral caves on them and just hand them over and over again.
That'd
Well,
be great.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for putting the restream together on such short notice. As always, your all commitment to the community and commitment to the tournaments have been duly noted, and I appreciate all of you. Fury, hi and bye. CD, have a great day. Rando, great job. I hope you do great in the rest of the tournament. And everyone,
Thanks,
have a-
man. Same
have
to
an
you.
Awesome time. Yeah, I'm signing off. Bye.
Bye.
All right. See y'all later.
All right, have a good day, and I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and thank Smile Fires for doing our tracking in the background, and a big thank you to our racers for a very exciting match. I mean, an hour and 3 being the losing time, that's like a really good time for this flag set. So you know, this was a lot of fun to watch. So thanks, Fury, for hanging out, and yeah.
Yep, as I said, kind seed. Totally kind.
Well, oh yeah, Other than the ladder being buried in Death Mountain.
Yep, but yeah, thanks again, everybody, for waking up and watching this one. Hope you had fun watching it. We certainly did. And we'll see you for more action perhaps later this evening. I think there's one maybe spawning right around or just after dinner time, and then late night.
Well, I'll go ahead and say good luck, have fun in your match tonight, Fury.
Thank you.
And all right, guys, have a great day. I'm gonna go see if I can go get into work. Bye.
Bye.